We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello, dear participants. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are joining from. We'll be starting a session now. Please allow me a minute so I can share my screen and we can start. Meanwhile, please let us know where you are joining this session from. Here we go. I hope you all can see my screen, and thank you so much for joining today's session. I would love to give you all a very warm welcome to our webinar series, which is GSDC Certified Learning, GSDC AI in Action 2026 Predict, Protect and Perform Across Industry, where we'll be learning how to apply productive, secure and high performance AI at scale. My name is Preetham. I'll be here as moderator. Please do let me know if you have any concern or question. Feel free to reach out to me over the chat box, and I'm very happy to assist you all. So this is our panel of experts, AI experts lined up for this week, which is started from 19 to 23rd January 2026 with a time slot that is 7:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please do join us for our remaining session as well. And before I could hand over the session to our speaker, would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization to those who have joined us for the first time. So we known as Global Skill Development Council. We are vendor agnostic, vendor neutral. We are globally recognized certification body, and we do have 100 plus authorized training partner with us. So I would love to thank you those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you're looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partner to have an inquiry about it. You'll find the contact details shortly in the chat box. Also, I'm very proud to inform you all that we are accredited by ABICB and supported by World Press, which is our official media partner who covers all our events and press releases. Also, we do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide. We have 500 plus subject matter experts with us. They work with us closely to design our exams, programs and all the deliverables. Also, we are associated with 1000 multinational corporates and 500 Fortune companies and 50 plus universities across the world. So I would love to quickly introduce you all to GSDC AI Studio. So this is a platform where we are providing 100 plus live session which is led by global experts, where you'll be getting 4 daily session, which is 45 minutes of impactful sessions along with the hands-on learning. Also, this is a platform where you can directly learn from the global AI leaders. Also real-time practice, which means you can apply all the concept immediately that you have learned in that particular session. And this training is aligned with the industry standards for the job ready skills. How you can access to just GSDC AI Studio in easy 3 steps. So you can go for 14 days plan, which is completely free, where you'll be getting 80 plus live session in that month and full access to GSDC Studio. The next plan that you can go for is GSDC lifelong membership with $109, where you'll be getting access lifetime access, 80 plus live session each month, full access to GSDC AI Studio. I'm so sorry about that. Full access to GSDC AI Studio, free GSDC membership, and you'll be getting free access to all our physical events and LinkedIn profile improver. I'll share the link in the chat box for the LinkedIn profile improver. You can get in touch with a learning advisor to understand about these plans. The last plan that you can go for about GSDC certification plus lifetime membership, which is limited time offer. You'll get it for $100, which includes access for GSDC certification, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone project plus AI tools, GSDC Copilot and assessment tool. So I'll be sharing the contact details of our learning advisor in the chat box. Feel free to reach out to them. So as I mentioned earlier that we do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us. So our certification covers almost each domain. You can see this includes certifications on L&D, HR, Gen AI, agentic AI, emerging technologies, ISO lead auditor and implementer, project management and PMO, agile DevOps, SRE, cybersecurity, digital transformation and so on. So this certification is specifically designed for our professionals who wants to upskill themselves and who are looking to stay industry relevant in this AI era, right? So feel free to reach out to a learning advisor to get more information, or you can check our website, which is mentioned below, www.gsdcouncil.org, to get more information and to check all the offerings that GSDC has for all of you. What all benefits you'll get with this? You will become GSDC's member for a lifelong. With that, you'll be getting certificate upgrade. You'll be having free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps that we often conduct for all of you. And guess what? You'll be getting access for our exclusive learning program we have. You'll be getting implementation resources along with it, speaker invites, and newsletter. So many benefits, right? So feel free to reach out to a learning advisor, and you can check our website for more information on to understand about these benefits. So, without any further delay, I would love to quickly introduce our today's speaker, Rajeshwari Uthirapati. We can call her Raji. She's a people partner at Everstage, and she'll be taking us through the topic that is using agentic AI to drive workforce decision while maintaining human oversight. Just quickly, would like to tell you all more about Raji here. So Raji has 14 years of experience across SaaS, FinTech and ITES organizations. She began her career in sales and operations, working on UK facing projects and client delivery, which gave her strong grounding in business execution and customer centric thinking. Over the years, Rajeshwari has partnered closely with leadership teams to build scalable people systems spanning performance management, engagement, culture, career frameworks, and compensation. Currently, she leads the people function at the high growth startup, building core HR foundations from the grounded up, having contributed to organizations like Intellect, UCR, and Everstage. She brings the practical business aligned approach to HR, focused on doing work that is thoughtful, human, and genuinely useful rather than performative. Thank you so much, Raji, for joining today's session. We're glad to have you as a speaker today. You can have the handover of the mic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Preetham. Very kind of you with that introduction, and great to meet you all. And lovely to see that there are a lot of people who have joined from various parts of the country, different locations across the world. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon for everyone who's joined today. Glad you were able to make some time for this. So, let me quickly get into the subject why we are meeting here, right? So let me share my screen and let's get going. Right. So yes, the topic of the hour is AI in workforce, and I'm sure everybody is excited about what AI has been helping us with, how it's been directly working with us, how much of an impact it's made. But just like to know, like with the raise of hands, how many of you are familiar with using ChatGPT in the recent past? Okay. Okay. I see one hand, I see a few hands. Okay, that's great. And how many of you have specifically used AI for HR or your workplace decisions? Anybody by the show of hands? Okay, great. Prakash. So yes, I think this is a very important topic, right? And nice, Janice. So there are a few people who are started using it, which is a great signal, and which also shows that we are moving in a direction where we will start using AI more often than regularly how we are today. So we'll talk about something that affects every HR professional or a manager in this room using AI to make your workplace decisions. Not just using AI as a fancy search engine, but actually letting it to make our decisions and take actions in our life. Uh, so the big question is, how do we get the power of AI while staying in control? So that's something that we will try to explore over this whole session. I'm going to keep this very simple and practical for all of you. Primarily look at real examples that you can connect to, and and you can probably look at how to implement it. So this is what we would look at covering today. the roadmap of what we will look into each of the segments, and we'll start to understand what's actually changed about AI, because AI in 2024, 2025 is fundamentally different from what we have now versus what we had before. Then we will look at what can all go wrong, some real examples, hypotheses. I'll also share a pilot analogy that can be relatable in the way you could think about your role. And also the core of our session is to come up with 5 levels of working with AI, with the examples that I have brought in today, which can be practical. And then we'll cover more control methods, common mistakes, and what can we take back from each of these sessions. So let's dive in. And yeah, so AI in HR, right? So what has changed? And let me show you what's different about AI today. That is something, because many people are still thinking about AI in the old ways, right? And AI was like a smart assistant. You ask something like, help me write interview questions. It gives you suggestions. You copy, paste, edit, maybe use half of them. You are still doing all the actual work. Um, think of it like a really smart intern. It's helpful, but you're supervising it on every step. But the new AI is very different. It's fundamentally different in the way it thinks and way it operates. You can say handle the hiring process, and it actually does it. It screens resumes, not just highlighting keywords, but actually deciding who moves forward. It can rank candidates. It can schedule interviews by checking everyone's calendar. It can send reminders. It can collect feedback from the hiring managers, all automatically without asking you each single time. So let take that as an example, and let me also go back into something that uh, something happened last year with a mid-sized company that I've been in touch with, and they received about 2,000 plus applications for 10 positions. And this is a very real situation that happens to a lot of companies today. And with old AI, they would have used keyword filters and still manually reviewed hundreds. But with the new AI, the system shortlisted 50 candidates in about 2, 3 hours. No human were touched in until the shortlist was ready. So this is incredibly powerful, right? But it also means we need to think differently about our roles in whatever roles that we play today in each of our profession. We are not doing just work anymore. We are overseeing AI that does the work. Um, so yeah, so that's the pretense, and we will keep hiring as the core example for all of our slides, so that that's constant and it's relatable for all of us in how we think and how AI operates here. Right. So what can go wrong? Uh, I know we are all excited about AI and its capabilities, but let me also share what can go wrong with some real examples, some with published cases, some from conversations from different HR leaders. So example one, what you see here, right? AI rejects a great candidate. This is very common, and a resume, let's say, has a 2 year career gap, and the person probably took that break to look after somebody who is unwell in their family or has been going through a personal medical situation. Could be a genuine reason, and something a lot of us also go through. Now, we may have given our criteria as look for career gap or don't look for career gap, and AI sees it as a red flag. So, pattern gap in employment is equal to a risky candidate. So, that's how AI will read it. But a human would understand the context, see that there is a strong qualification before, after, and what has happened after the break. So, those are the things that a human would take into consensus. Think about your own team. Do you have someone who took time off for family, health, or education? Would you want AI rejecting somebody like them? Of course not. So that's something that could go wrong. With the example number two, AI learns the wrong patterns. So people who have used ChatGPT, I'm not saying it's bad, but you would have had similar examples to correlate this. Um, so let's say in this situation, a company trained their AI on their past successful hires. Sounds good, right? The problem is their past hires were mostly from probably three good universities that they have identified from. So the AI learned these schools are equal to good candidates, and it started automatically ranking them higher than the rest of them. So they get repeated, it gets amplified, and biases they didn't even know that it existed. So Amazon famously had this problem. Their AI recruiting tool sort of shot down resumes that included words with a certain criteria, certain roles that was mentioned in their resume, and because it learned from a historical pretense that was used within their work ecosystem. Um, Another example, right? Small errors get to snowball here. So AI reads one skill requirement. Maybe the job posting said 5+ years of experience, but the AI interpreted it as exactly 5 years. And it rejected everyone with 6, 7, 10 years of experience. By the time someone noticed, uh, we probably will have 50 qualified candidates out of the entire pool of available list that we have. So when humans make mistake, they usually catch themselves or someone else catches them. When AI makes a mistake, it makes the same mistake 1,000 times. And here's the paradox, right? And it's important so that I want you to remember this. And the smarter AI gets, the more human needs to stay involved. It's not less, it's going to be more. Why? Because smarter AI does more things, it makes bigger decisions, it affects more people. And when it goes wrong, the impact is also higher. So that's what I would want to leave you with on this particular slide. And which brings us to the next slide on how you can connect with the role of an AI and where do you fit into this whole AI ecosystem, right? And it's a simple analogy that I can give you in a way that you could think of this, which is aeroplanes and the pilots who are required to for driving these aeroplanes. So modern planes have autopilot. Incredibly sophisticated autopilots are there. It handles routine flying, follows the route map regularly, maintains certain altitude, works great in normal conditions. It's arguably better than humans at consistent and repeated tasks. But we still have pilots, two of them actually. So why? Um, because pilot cannot handle unexpected storms, turbulences, or even for a matter if there is a bird that comes in front of them. Uh, it can't make judgment calls when there is a conflicting information. It can't calm passengers during turbulences. It can't decide to divert to a different airport because of a medical emergency. And critically, it can't take responsibility when things go wrong. And the pilot monitors everything, takes over when needed. It ultimately accountable for everyone on the plane. Right. So similar case here in hiring is the same case, or even in any of your roles, it's the same case. AI is the autopilot, and with our example here, AI is gonna screen 500,000 resumes quickly and consistently. It doesn't get tired at a resume 400. It doesn't get biased by the order it sees application. It applies the same criteria every single time, repeatedly, relentlessly. The pilot, you need to review the shortlist. You spot the career changer with an unusual background that AI flagged as uncertain. Role that you're hiring, even though they don't have traditional corporate experience. So you can make that final call. So let AI handle the volume, you handle the judgment. So that's what something that I would want to take you with. Now, that brings us to the next slide. Now that we've seen what can go wrong and how you could connect yourself with an AI ecosystem, uh, given our example, I would just like to showcase, the kind of ways that you can work with AI. So, how much freedom should you give AI? This is a very practical question, right? And what is the level, and where do you stop, and where do you give that freedom? So, I believe there are 5 levels. It can be more, it can be less, but this is something that I would like to share here today with you all. And these are organized from most human control at the top to most AI freedom at the bottom. So level 1 is you do it, right? AI just gives suggestions, you make the decisions. Think of AI as a consultant. It provides data, it provides options, it provides analysis, but you're doing the actual work. And in the case of hiring, the salary decisions, you do it. AI analyzes the market data, shows you the ranges, tells you what the competition pays, which city is at what level, or which company is at what level. So you get those data from AI, but you decide the actual offer. Um, because it's not just an offer, it is somebody's career, it is your putting somebody at the role that you're looking for, and it also has a business impact, the person you're going to bring in. So that requires human judgment. The level 2, I would say, teamwork. Look at it as a teamwork. AI can draft, you review, and you refine it together. It's collaborative. AI does the first pass, and you build on it, you improve it, you tweak it, right? Like job descriptions, AI creates a skeleton, it creates a draft based on similar roles or based on your inputs, but you will edit based on the company culture you have. Add specific requirements, remove which is not representing the company correctly. So you make the final version better than letting AI do it alone. So it sort of works as a teamwork together. Third is AI leading, right? AI does the work, but asks about tricky questions, tricky cases. This is where AI has autonomy but knows its limit. So you can bring in a bot which does screening of the resumes, right? Which is a perfect example here. So a bot can shortlist 20 candidates out of 500, but it flags 5 uncertain ones. Maybe a career changer, someone with international experience, someone that's hard to evaluate, or a candidate whose skill are adjacent but not exactly matches. So you decide on those 5 candidates. Now, the level 4, I would say, is you approve. AI acts, and you give the final okay. AI is doing the work, but that's a gate. Nothing goes out until you approve it. Interview scheduling, AI looks at everyone's calendar, finds optimal time, prepares, sends invite, done. But before any invite is sent, you review and click and approve. You don't want scheduling chaos and double booking and getting into the wrong calendar invites. So, lastly, AI runs IT, right? This is something that we all want to do it. And it's a full automation, and you just review reports. This is reserved for low risk, high volume task. Interview reminders is an example here. AI sends them automatically based on schedules. You don't need to approve any of them. Today, you get these reminders even from Google Calendar. So there are other bots or other tools that is attached to a lot of ATS, which gives an auto reminder to the hiring managers to prep before the meeting, similarly to the candidates to prep. So these are automated and absolutely needs no intervention from you. And you just check weekly that the system is working or not, and everyone is getting reminders or not. It runs smoothly. So that's what I would call as 5 levels of where you can fit in the AI ecosystem within the roles that you're working at. And the rule is simple. Higher the stakes, that the more human involvement is something that we have to keep in mind. Because higher stakes means business impact, salary negotiation, the candidate career growth path, candidates' livelihood also depends on it in some sense. So those are the factors that I would keep reminding myself when I'm looking at it. Okay. Hiring process. And I would say, I would call it as a hiring process map, right? And now, if I were to put this together, the slide shows the entire hiring process and who does what, and it can be like a reference map. And I would like to walk you through from uh, top to bottom. And so it starts with posting jobs, sending reminders, collecting applications. So this is low risk, high volume job. It's a job post. If a job posting goes to the wrong board, you can fix it. You can delete it, you can remove it, you can undo it. If a reminder doesn't go out, it's annoying, but it can be catastrophic. AI runs it. You check the report weekly, however often you want. Did it do the job correctly? Are we doing the application? Sorry, are the applications coming in? Any errors? So you can just spend about 15 minutes a week and you're sorted. The next is a resume screening, medium risk. You could miss good candidates, and that's a real cost. And you can't manually review 500 resumes either. So AI leads, right? What we spoke in the earlier slide. AI does the heavy lifting, but flags uncertain cases. You might review 20, 30 candidates, which is practical, instead of the 500 number. You definitely can review the 5 to 10 that AI isn't sure about. So that helps us to move to the next thing, which is interview scheduling. This is coordination heavy. Wrong schedules waste everybody's time and makes the company look very disorganized. So you sit on the approve level. So you approve. AI coordinates calendar, finds time that works, drafts the invite, but you approve before anything goes out, right? One click and you're checking that it all makes sense. Um, Now, lower risk is the candidate evaluation, right? And now that you are in high stakes territory, you are deciding who to hire. This affects the team dynamics, the productivity, the culture. So this is where you and the AI come together as a team and the teamwork. AI summarizes all the interview feedback. Maybe you have 5 interviewers with different notes. AI synthesizes, it highlights our arrange. It can synthesize agreements and conflicts at the same time. But you can interpret what it means from as a panel, as somebody who is from the HR front, and you discuss with the team. You weigh in the factors AI can't measure, probably culture fit, growth potential, the chemistry between the hiring manager and the candidate. So all that can be factored in. Finally, on the bottom scale is the offer, which is the highest stake. This is someone's career, livelihood, business impact. Everything comes into the picture. And it's also your company's commitment, right? So you will decide. So here the level is you decide. AI suggests a salary range based on market data, based on candidate experience, internal equity, but you make the call. You consider factors AI can't. And this person is a flight risk if we lowball. This role is critical, so let's be generous. This candidate has multiple offers, so what's the best offer? So these are things that you will be the best judge to make that call. So I'm sure with all of this, you can see a pattern, right? As we move down, the decisions get more and more important, and it becomes evidently clear human involvement increases as the stakes go higher up. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of the slide, and maybe you can use it as a template for your thinking for any process that you want to automate. But that's something that I would like to leave you with before we dive into the next slide. Okay. Four ways to stay in control. So as the stakes get higher, you also need to take care of volume. You also need to take care of decision. So how do we stay in control? And I believe these are four practical methods to keep humans in the loop. Um, uh, I would say tools, and you pick whatever that fits in your situation, right? Method one is approval checkpoints. It's the simplest one. Nothing happens unless you click approval. It's a gate, like a gatekeeper. In hiring context, AI drafts the offer. It fills a candidate name, title, salary, start date. Everything is ready, but the small thing of sending that email sits in your queue. You review it. Is the tone right? Is something missing? Is it really the offer we want to make? You do a quick check and click send. It's a simple process. You gatekeep it. When to use it? I would say it's high stakes because you're sending the offer, which is a value, which carries a lot of value. So high stake actions, basically where you want to see every case before it actually happens. The second method is confidence checks, right? AI only bothers you when it's unsure. It's confident, it proceeds. Um, if it's ever uncertain, it asks. In hiring, AI screens resumes. Most are clear yes or no, but some are edge cases. This candidate has 3 years of experience, but our requirement is five. However, they have a PhD, which might compensate. The confidence level is 60%. Should I include them in the shortlist? So you take that call, you decide. So when to use this is when the stakes are at a medium level. So that the decisions at most cases are routine, but need some human judgment, not alerts. AI handles normal cases automatically, alerts you only when there's unusual ones. So again, back to our hiring example, AI receives salary expectations from candidates. Most are in range. AI notes them and moves on. But then requested candidate comes back a salary of 40% above their posted range. Now it needs your guidance. That's an exception. Maybe they are overqualified and worth it. Maybe they didn't understand the role level, but you have to investigate that a little further. So when to use this at a time where it's high volume processes where you want to handle only the outliers, not the routine cases. So that's where this exception alerts would make best sense for you. And method four is weekly reviews. AI runs freely, you spot check regularly. You're not gating individual action. And every Monday morning, 30 minutes, review 10 random rejections. Are we missing any good candidates? Check demographic patterns. Is AI rejecting any group disproportionately or unreasonably? Look at uncertain pile or groups or any patterns where AI is struggling with. And you can use this mainly when that risk is very low, when the stakes are low, and the tasks where reviewing every case isn't really required, but quality assurance matters. So these are four different ways to stay in control when you're using AI, and this can work from different tools that you have in the industry today. So you can combine all of them. You can use one of them. It's all up to you. Many teams use confidence checks on a day-to-day basis. plus the weekly reviews for quality assurance. So the approval checkpoints for offer plus exception alerts is mainly used for scheduling. So pick the method that matches your uh, level, your risk level, and then you can layer it with the best results. So since we spoke about ways of staying in control, we should also talk about some of the mistakes that we should avoid, and what could be the blind spots, what could be the common mistakes from an AI standpoint in hiring. And these are some of the examples. And these are errors that we learn from each other. And one is a blind approval. You set an approval checkpoint. Great, that's great. And but then you click approve without actually looking into. AI shortlist 20 candidates, and you glance at the screen for 2 seconds and approve it. AI drafts 5 offer letters. You approve all 5 in 30 seconds. This is worse than oversight, right? Why? Um, because it gives you false confidence. We have human review, uh, and no, you have a rubber stamp. So set a minimum time. The way to fix this is set a minimum time. Spend at least 2 minutes per candidate on shortlisting, reviewing, and always check the uncertain ones. AI flagging you off, and that's where error hides. So mistake number two, no override option. AI rejects candidates and they are gone forever. There is no way to recover them. And you have to consciously take that step to convince them and bring them back. So you as a recruiter says, what happened to the woman who applied last week? You check and she was auto rejected. So her application is deleted out of your inbox. I've seen times when you lose great candidates this way, right? It's a worse situation to be in. I've seen them being in a situation where you can't cope up because you lost one good candidate. Now you have to interview a lot more people or wait for another couple of months to get the best candidate as a replacement. Um, so here, what you can do is always keep a searchable rejected pool. Never permanently delete until the role is firmed up or you've got a hire. And even then, keep the records open for at least 6 to 12 months time. So that it costs almost nothing to store a data today. It costs a lot to lose a great candidate. Yeah. And the third mistake is no audit trail, having no records of anything that you keep, right? You can't explain why AI rejected someone. A candidate calls and asks, why was I rejected? But the best you can say is the system didn't select you. That's such a wrong way to explain the reason of non-selection. So you can't show what criteria were used or why they didn't meet them. And this crosses a lot of risk for the company, for the role, and for yourself, right? And 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 I think this is something that could happen. So you should have a log where every decisions have reasons. Uh, Reason for rejection is it 5 years of experience or less than 5 years of experience. The candidate had two and shortlisted, met all requirements, flagged for unusual career path, uh, because you need to defend your hiring process later if there is a situation, right? And make that defense easy for yourself and for the company. So with that, I'm going to take you to the last couple of slides that we are on. Now that you've seen what all can entail in AI in workplace decisions, where do you want to start? So you must be having that question in your mind, where can I start, or how do I start now that I have AI? And there is an overwhelming of tools that's available for all of us today. So I'll probably I mean, I came here to learn something you can use. So you can, and this is how you can start, right? And so pick one step in hiring process. So I'm saying hiring process, you can apply to something that's more closer to your role that you're doing, or something that you are passionate about. Pick one step in that, right? Don't try to automate everything. That's how a lot of projects don't see a success of light. Start with something very contained. If it's hiring, I would say start with resume screening or interview scheduling. These are very clear inputs, clear outputs, and quick feedback loops. Second, assign an owner, someone specifically who reviews how AI works before it goes live, not the team, a person, right? You need to dedicate it to somebody who will shortlist the profiles on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Wednesdays and Fridays. And let's say another person approves all interview schedules. So when everybody is responsible, and everyone is responsible, no one is responsible here. So that creates seamlessness. And third is create a simple checklist, what that would look like, right? Write it down, even just three things. For resume screening, for example, any unusual rejection to review. Is it a gender or background diversity in shortlist? Are there any unclear flags that AI has AI has raised and it's unreasonable? A checklist turns vague, review this into specific action. Then turn on logging, record what AI decides and why. Most AI tools have this option, so turn it on. If they don't, you build a simple log, date, candidate ID, decisions, reasons. You will thank yourself, little later when someone asks for it, and probably checks out how does your AI hiring is going on. So the golden rule is start small, learn fast, and then expand from there. Don't automate the entire process in 1 week. Start with one step, get comfortable, learn what is working, what is not working, and iterate from there. Then add another step. In 3 months, you will have a more robust AI assisted process. In a week, it's not the best case scenario for all of us. So, yes, that brings us to the end of our session. AI makes hiring faster. I believe human makes it fair, and you need both. So, with that, I'm going to conclude my session, and I'm open to take questions from you. And if there's something that you would like me to go around, I can do that. And maybe I'll lead it to Preetham from here on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Raji. I believe it's one of the important topic that we have covered today. I hope our participants, it will be helpful for them. So thank you so much everyone for attending. As we are open for the Q&A, I request you everyone to please drop your question in case if you have any in the chat box, as we still have next 15 minutes to cover your questions, right? So please drop your questions. So that said, I can see one question, two questions. So Raji, I'll be reading it for you. I hope that that's okay with you.
That's okay.
Okay, so we have got questions from Madhu Sudana. Couple of general questions. The first question is, your requirement is for a technical program manager with 10 to 15 years of experience. If someone with 20 years of experience, will you or your AI consider?
Right. So the question is, if my requirement is for 10 to 15 years of experience and the candidate is 20 years of experience, will the AI consider?
Yes.
Okay. So it comes back to how you set the prompt for your AI bot or the AI tool. If you're setting the criteria is only restricted to 10 to 15 years, then of course it's going to reject it. But if you add another layer of question, like keep keep candidates with 15 to 20 years or 15 plus years in a certain pool, then that sits in a separate bucket of candidates, but you will still have to review them. I mean, this goes back to the slide that we spoke about, where you execute, right? So you push them to a different folder or a different segment section where you would go and review them separately. But in general, if you're going to just keep the criteria as for 10 to 15, it will reject. So you probably have to add another layer of pushing more than 15 to a different folder. That way you don't lose the candidates. Maybe you want to review them on case-to-case basis and select or reject.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Raji, for answering this one. The next question, follow-up question by Madhusudana again. If a candidate has a break for 6 months to 1 year, will you or your AI consider?
Again, Sudhana, that depends on the AI bot, right? Um, do you, as a JD, do you are you okay with career breaks, or are you not okay with career breaks? If you're okay with career breaks, what is that the next step AI has to do? If you're not okay with career breaks, what is that AI has to do? So you have to set these principles when you are trying to automate the process. So AI gets clear instructions from you before you do so. Otherwise, it's not going to give you the best results. So us as a person who is driving AI, we need to be also clear in giving the right set of instructions to AI for it to do its task on a repeated fashion. So that's what I would suggest, Sudhana.
Thank you so much, Raji. I hope, Sudhana, you have got your answers. Moving forward to the next question asked by Saru. As HR, how do you handle AI created profiles according to the job description?
Yeah, that's a good one, Saru, and it can happen, right? So it's very possible that somebody takes a JD of what you shared and builds a resume around it. Um, the best possible way to filter it out is how you would add the filter questions for your own self. Let's say you have an ATS tool and you get like thousand odd profiles, and you set certain criterias there, which may not directly correlate with the JD, but actually is your requirement. So maybe the JD just blanketly says you're looking for a project manager to and somebody who has run projects worth size of 100 million revenue in the past. So all these keywords will be there in the resume because you've shared that in the JD. But you would probably have a little more insight of what the kind of candidate you need, and you and your hiring manager will know those specific nuances. Probably look for candidate with experience from a certain tool or a certain project or a certain company, which is not there in your JD, but that's part of your filtering criteria, is a way to identify the right candidate from the wrong one. Secondly, if it still gets passed through, I think that's where the human judgment comes, and you will probably be the best person to evaluate that, if that profile is best suited or not.
Thank you so much, Raji. I think it's very thoughtful answer that you just gave. Thank you so much. Moving forward to the next question, Sharath. He asked two questions, so I'll be reading first one question. So, list the risks that commonly experienced by the companies regarding the data security.
Uh, Risks that commonly experienced by companies regarding data security. See, I wouldn't be the best person, or that just sounds a little bit outside of my direct expertise. But from my understanding, uh, data security plays a very important role in AI tool handling, and a lot of companies today are taking extreme measures to ensure their tools and data and cloud environment is protected because we use a lot of AI tools today. And this is where cybersecurity comes in at a very important place, and it's grown into much larger scale in the recent past with the growing scale of AI tools. So I wouldn't be the best expert to answer you, but I can say there are risks that commonly happens with data security on AI, and the companies are taking a lot of serious process and policies that they're bringing in to ensure that it's covered while they can safely use the AI tools as well. So yes, that's what I could share from my experience, Sharat.
So there's follow-up question from Sharat itself. Can you please
Yeah.
list some AI tools for interview like Amazon is using?
Interview tools that Amazon is using, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of tools that's available in the, it's again, Sharat, you all just have to go and try one of the tools like ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity, and you would have all this data for yourself in front of you.
Thank you, Raji. I hope, Sharat, you have got your answer. Thank you so much. Moving forward to the next question, and before that, I would like to tell to all the participants that I do have some great announcement regarding the discount offer, which will be valid till this weekend. So please stay connected till the end. And moving forward to the next question asked by Prakash, do we need to maintain a record for every hiring decision or only exception? Is this explainability?
Yeah, I would say for exceptions is the best way. You don't have to maintain for every hiring decisions. I think a simple, if you have an AI integrated with your system, I think that's just going to keep a track of select, reject, and that's good to go. But it is important if there is an exception. You should have those background and history, why it's an exception, what are the cases, on what basis you've considered it as an exception. So those alone should be good enough.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Raji, for answering all the questions so far. I would like to tell all the participants that I have already shared Raji's LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. So feel free to reach out to her if you have any questions for her later on, or anything that you want to discuss regarding this topic. Feel free to reach out to her. I believe she's more than happy to help you all. And I can see there's no further questions, so we'll be stopping here with the Q&A. And again, thank you so much everyone for asking such an amazing questions, and thank you so much, Raji, for answering it. We'll be definitely having further opportunity. We'll be looking you as a speaker for our upcoming sessions as well. So thank you so much. Before I take the handover back, we would love to hear final thoughts from you for all of our participants today.
Yeah, I really enjoyed sharing what I know from my experience. May not be extensive, but I hope you were able to relate to some of it and connect with what you're all doing today in your own work life, personal life. And I just want to say that it's AI is not a limitation. That's how you get the best of both worlds. AI speeds things and gives consistency, but end of the day, time and again, I say this in everywhere I go, human judgment and accountability plays the final part. So that's what I would want to leave you all with. And I hope to see you guys soon in the next session.
Thank you so much for sharing wonderful thoughts. So, dear participants, as I mentioned that I do have some quick announcement for all of you. But before that, I would like to share this today's challenge. So, reviewed by our speaker, I would like to request you everyone to please take a screenshot of it, and you all know what you have to do next, right? So, please do complete. And once you have your results ready, please post it over the social media by tagging GSTC and Raji. You'll find her LinkedIn profile link in the chat box, and you know GSDC, right? Just tag GSDC, and that's how we will able to track your challenge, and we'll be getting back to the professional, to one of the professional who will create a creative task, who will post the results that we find one of the creative tasks, and we'll be getting back to them for the gift rewards, right? So please do complete your challenge. And this is regarding the today's feature session we had on. So you can opt out for any of the certifications: certified AI tool experts, certified generative AI professional, foundation agentic AI professional, and foundation. You can use this code, which is AI20, to get 20% discount on any of the certification. As you all know, these certifications are globally recognized one. You will get the learning resources where you will be getting a lot of case studies to work on, e-learnings, and book of knowledge. The certifications are lifelong learnings, which gives you learning flexibility as well, and you'll be getting chance to connect with our training partner channel, and you'll be having opportunity to work on capstone project, that is something real-time AI simulation practice. So do grab this opportunity and do sign up yourself for this certification program. If you need any help or any assistance regarding this certification, please reach out to a learning advisor. You'll find the contact details in the chat box. And this is regarding the utility tool. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% off. So this tool is about, it will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skills score. Also, it will help you to build your personal brand and AI generated resumes, right? So please do check this tool. I have already shared the utility link details along with the link in the chat box. I'm sorry. So, as we'll be conducting the another webinar series on ISO driven governance that works in the real world, with a time slot that is 8:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means it is starting in next 5 minutes. So, please do join us. You'll find the registration link along with the WhatsApp link in the chat box. And that said, we are having another webinar series which is scheduled this week on leadership, learning, and development. We do have this incredible panel of experts aligned for this week, so please do join us. You'll find the registration link for these as well in the chat box. And let's congratulate to this our referral champions who have referred maximum people, and appreciate them for taking efforts by referring people to knowledgeable sessions like this, right? So we'll be announcing all the final winners at the end of this webinar series, so you still have a time to refer people and be winners, as top 3 winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame. So whoever earns 50 or more than 50 points, they will be the winner, and we'll get back to them for the rewards, which is worth $400. And in case if you're looking for speaker opportunity at GSDC, feel free to reach out to us. You can share your speaker profile at preetham@gsdcouncil.org or pratibha@gsdcouncil.org. You can share your speaker profile. We'll make sure it is getting reviewed, and we'll be getting back to you with the speaker opportunity if all the criteria meets, right? So as you all know, we do have a global platform for speaker opportunity, learning capsule, webinar, and podcast. We would love to connect with you all over social media. Scan this QR, connect with us over LinkedIn. Check our website for more information regarding all the certifications and offerings that GSDC has for all of you. And connect with us over the WhatsApp group to get daily update on event, webinar, and boot camps. And please do share your valuable feedback on Trustpilot as well as on reviews.io. So thank you so much for joining today's session. I hope to see you all for the next session as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.